your mind. Open your mind.
Hey out there, this is Buzz with the Survival Buzz. So, food shortages and you. I'm making this video today to get an inside look at what other people are seeing out there in the world. I feel like we all have a tendency to get a skewed view if we're not constantly talking to each other and seeing what each other is seeing in their local area, because it differs depending on where you're at, where you're located in the United States. And throughout the world for that matter. I have some viewers that are in other countries, so you let me know as well in the comments. Everybody can let me know after the video what you're seeing. In my general area, the smaller area I live, the local Walmart, they have things, but it's sparse. Everything's spread out. There's gaps in between things. Certain items, there's only 2 or 3 brands, and sometimes there's only one facing of it, 2 at best. And one thing I'm noticing, I always buy the 4 packs of canned chicken you see, at Walmart. You can get a good deal on them. It's like less than $8 for 4 of them. They haven't had those in weeks, probably 3 weeks now. I normally buy one pretty often. So I started buying the 2 packs, which is really eating into my budget even more, because then you're blowing another buck or two buying 2 at a time instead of 4 at a time. But they're still there, and there's not a lot of them, honestly. In my own store, my district manager told me to order extra vanilla wafers. I guess it's a big Christmas thing people use in cooking and snacks and things, because grocery is unable to get their brand, their great value or best choice or whatever it may be. They can't get them. The companies are having problems getting the supplies. I think it was cinnamon and something else they couldn't get to make their cookies. So he's asking me to order the kind we carry in the produce, which is a smaller company, and they don't sell as much. Their production level is not as high. So the issue you're going to run into doing this sort of thing, using these smaller companies and relying on those, is supplies are going to become scarcer and scarcer. Then they're going to run out of supply, right? It's an endless chain, a cycle that happens. So I feel like businesses, stores, the one I'm working in at least, their grasp is a little further. They're reaching out in places they've never really reached out before for items. I'm seeing stranger brands, even in produce where I work. We had some grapes that came in the other day that I can't even remember the name, but it's something I'd never heard of in my life. It's very generic looking packaging. So I feel like they're really reaching out there to find these items in places they wouldn't normally go, which is great. But eventually you're going to run out of resources, right? If the big companies can't get it and the smaller companies are struggling to keep up with production as well as having supplies to make some of these items, then you're eventually going to run into problems down the road. So that's where it comes in with you letting me know, giving me intel on your area and where you live in the world or the country and what you're seeing. I'm seeing a few price hikes still. Crackers of all things are just ridiculous. I've never thought I'd pay $5 for a box of Cheez-Its in my life, but I am. And beef, it has never gone back down. I don't expect things to drop drastically at this point, but usually there's a little relief here and there. Not with beef, not in my area. And there's cows in every pasture you see. But ground beef here is typically $5. You might be able to get some a little over $4 in the cheap rolls you find at like Walmart and places. But as far as the good, ground fresh stuff, $5 on a pound. We had it in my store. We're a little higher quality brands and quality products. We had a sale on ground sirloin, and it was still $5.15 a pound or something insane. So it's getting a little harder for me to stock up on those items. I have deep freezes that I use. I stock chicken and pork and fish and beef and you name it. Not so much beef anymore because I'm having trouble finding deals on it. So anyways, let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you're seeing out there. And as always, like this video and subscribe if you like what you hear. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Later.